So I saw these two stories coming out of Illinois last week, and I didn't report on it because they literally made no sense. Like, what is going on with these family annihilators? I don't know. And it's hard to make sense of how badly these people are failing and flailing. Every other month, every other week, we get an article about the crisis of men, the crisis of loneliness, and I'm not seeing much to fix it. And women and other men are in danger because of it. So let's talk about these two men coming out of Illinois, the first out of Tinley Park, the second out of Joliet. This man took out his three daughters and his wife and spared his son. Can you imagine the survivor's guilt that son is going through, knowing that his mother and all of his sisters are gone because of his dad, no less? That boy is going to have mental issues for a while, traumatic mental issues. A father has been charged with first-degree murder in a fatal shooting of his three daughters and wife inside their home in Tinley Park. Mahar Kasim, 63, was charged with four counts of first-degree murder, according to the Cook County State's Attorney's Office. In his initial court appearance, prosecutors said an argument led Kasim to using two pew-pews, first to shoot his wife, and then after stepping over her body, his three daughters. This is him. The three victims were identified as Majida, his wife, 53, the twins, Halima and Hanan. They were 25, and Zahaya, who was 24. Officials said Kasim shot his wife, Majida, 7 times, and each daughter was shot twice. Kasim's 19-year-old son was in the home, but he wasn't physically injured. The women's bodies were found in the basement. Authorities also said Kasim was cooperative with police and admitted to the shooting. He indicated there was a fight that started over the family's finances. Prosecutors said that the shooting took place after an argument on Sunday morning between the father and one of his daughters that prompted his wife and two other daughters to get involved and urged him to calm down. CBS first reported that there was a witness to the crime. That witness was identified as Mahar Kasim's 19-year-old son. Amid all the yelling, the son, who was sleeping then, woke up and went to see what was going on. He would later hear gunshots, first found his mother and two of his sisters fatally shot. He walked in moments before his father shot the third daughter. Police said the father never turned the pew-pew toward his son. So it looks like the son is the one that called 911 saying that people were shot at the residence, and police found the wife and the three daughters unalive at the scene. Police recovered two pew-pews at the scene. When police asked Kasim where his family was, the prosecutor said the defendant pointed in the direction of the basement. The officer asked the defendant who else was there, and the defendant stated, they're gone. Prosecutor said Kasim appeared to be disgruntled over how he was treated at home. The defendant was recorded volunteering things about having just retired and said that she treats me like a blank dog, said Cook County Assistant State Attorney Scott Clark. I worked 40 years and I worked all my life to give my family a better home, and they treat me like some cuss word. Police said there had been no record of police interaction at the home. Meanwhile, hundreds of mourners gathered at the Mosque Foundation in Bridgeview for a prayer in honor of the four women who were unalived in what police called a senseless act of DV, something they hope is addressed more in the community. It's not only about mental illness, but about control and abuse. We need to keep our eyes open. Absolutely. And society is telling these people that women are there for their control. Like, women are just supposed to be there for servants, they're property of men. These religions that put women as second class citizens and supposed to be subservient pushes this. And this is highlighting it. And I hope that we start to take these things more seriously. Now, for this family, I saw this when the vigil happened, and I was just amazed, so saddened to see. They had a vigil where they released all these balloons to honor these people, but it is ridiculous that seven family members, seven people of the same family, from two different households had to be destroyed by one man. Okay, one man. So let's talk about this one coming out of Joliet. Flowers, candles, balloons, pictures, and memories fill West Acres Road in Joliet Sunday, 1 week after 7 members of the Nance and Esther's family were shot and unalived by a relative. The large gathering of support aimed to provide comfort and solace amid the horrific aftermath of the shooting that shocked the community. We know there are difficult days ahead of us. We deal with the daunting reality of picking up the pieces and trying to experience life daily without our loved ones. Family member Cara Esther said at the Vigil, our family will never be the same, but we are confident that together we will find the strength to get through this. Police say 23-year-old Romeo Nance is the suspect accused of unaliving his family members. He fled to Texas following the pew pew spree, where he took himself out after a confrontation with U.S. Marshals. He's accused of deleting his own mother, Tamika Nance. She was just 47. His uncle William, his aunt Christine Esther, his brother Joshua Nance, and his three sisters, Alexandra, Alana, and Angel. They range from 14 to 20 years old. He took out his younger sisters. All of them were so beautiful and had so much going for themselves. They were truly a great family, said family friend Tashiana Hughes. It really touches our hearts to know that the family was loved so much by the community. During the vigil, dozens released balloons in each person's honor. It's a huge loss that will be felt for a long time. Esther's also took the time to thank organizations each family member was a part of and offer condolences. Each one of them made a difference in so many lives, from Illinois Department of Corrections to the Joliet Steelers organization. Basically, so many people are impacted just by one person being taken out. That's all of their family. That is all of their friends that they went to school with. Is the people that they worked with. And the crazy part is that there's still no motive. I just checked today. There's still no motive. This doesn't make any sense. And so many things are like being aimed at the loneliness crisis, but it is boiling down to so many of these people just have anger and control issues and violent tendencies, plus the ability to get these pew pews. It's too easy to get them, and there's nothing going to be done about it because instead of pro life people caring about the lives of the living people here, they only care about the fetuses that are unborn. The people that are born here already walking don't get any kind of safety precautions. It's so easy to get these pew pew while it's not pushed to get these mental health evaluations and make sure that people are sane and make sure that people are getting mental health checkups like we push getting physical checkups. I don't know. It took me a little bit before I could tackle these two stories because they just make no sense. But all of these family annihilators, they make no sense. It doesn't make sense to live and grow up with these people and think that they're going to love and support you just to have something like this happen and then have people around have to try to pick up the pieces and make sense of it. You guys go ahead, jump in the conversation, and let me know your thoughts on it. And don't forget to like, comment, and share.